Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. First, to start off with, the main objective of this channel is to discuss analog electronics briefly. I know that a lot of information is available on the internet that can give you a good knowledge about analog electronics, but they are sort of scattered and not in one place. So the primary goal of this channel is to gather such helpful information in one place while discussing briefly about analog electronics. And the things that we are going to cover in this channel over a while are the first thing is the analog circuits. We will start with analog circuits, where we will try to design amplifiers and some special circuits with minimal number of MOSFETs. So it is very obvious that as we are using MOSFETs, we need to have at least basic knowledge about these MOSFETs, and also we need to know about diodes too. So before starting of building circuits with MOSFETs and diodes, we will try to recap or summarize the details about solid state devices to a very basic level of abstraction, which will be very sufficient to proceed with designing analog circuits. So basically we will try to look at MOSFETs, diodes, and then using this we will try to build amplifiers and some special circuits. Also, as I mentioned in this course, in this topic, we are not going to deal with a very large number of MOSFETs. We will try to restrict of using only 3 to maximum 3 or 4 MOSFETs. And then the next topic that I am going to cover is analog systems. In this topic actually, I may explain some of the aspects of this whenever there is a need for it. For example, while designing analog circuits, we may need some system concepts, very basic level of things. So I will discuss whenever the need arises, and separately I will try to discuss about we will look at feedback systems, especially negative feedback systems. I will also touch upon positive feedback and oscillators, but mainly we will talk about negative feedback systems. And then of course stability analysis of these feedback systems, which is very important when designing amplifiers, or matter of fact any analog device. Feedback is very essential to many of the devices, and we need to make sure that the system is stable. And also in the same topic we will look at some very basic things related to op amps, and we will also analyze couple of examples dealing with op amps. And the next topic that I am going to cover is analog IC design, and in this topic actually we will see some IC design aspects, where we will look at some very key elements in the IC design things. So for example, like noise, mismatch, these kind of things only occur during in the IC design process. Mismatch is generally not a concern while dealing with large scale circuits, but mismatch plays a very key role, especially in differential circuits during the IC design. And also noise is very fundamental, and the thing this should be taken care of in our analysis. Of course we can't remove noise generally, but we need to analyze the system so that we can get sufficient SNR out of the amplifier or whatever the system that we design. Noise and mismatch, that these things are the ones that we're going to mainly concentrate on. And in the same topic we will also try to look at designing op amps, which we discuss in analog systems, which we will discuss in analog systems. And there are obviously there are multiple types of op amps, and we will look at some types of op amps, and we will build them with MOSFETs and also analyze them with system concepts, like as I said, feedback and stuff. And the next thing is actually, of course, while they are both things that take some time, I'm just mentioning some topics that I may cover in the future, which are very interesting and helpful. And those topics include RFIC, I mean RF integrated circuits, LTV systems, linear time variant circuits or systems, and broadband circuits, which are very useful in high speed interconnects. Also, finally, in between videos, I will discuss some critical example problems that are very important to verify the concepts that we learned. And these examples may also help in interviews also. So, these examples are actually very essential for us to verify whatever concepts that we learned in the video series. So yeah, so with this plan in mind, I will start uploading videos regularly. I also expect some feedback from your side, especially on what topics I should cover. And yeah, that's it, I guess. Yeah, okay then. Hoping that everything goes well. I will see you in the first video.